Okay, so let's start our look at Edelweiss. This is going to be an A major here, depending on whatever key. I mean, you'll hear this performed in different keys, depending on if you're watching a movie, if you're seeing some musical performance of it, or whatever. So let's just take a look at it. I've arranged it in A here, just to make it fit on the guitar pretty easy. So let's see right here. And by the way, I'm playing this on a nylon string guitar. It can really be played on any guitar, any acoustic guitar, even electric. Just don't limit yourself to that just because I'm playing a nylon string. So let's start here with a typical A major bar chord is what I'm starting with. And then I'm going to pick the low 6th string and the 3rd string. Now you can download the tab here so you can follow along with me a lot easier, and that'd be better, and you'll get it down faster. So I'll pick the thumb on the 6th string and then my index finger on the G string. And then the thumb on the A string to get that 7th fret, and then the middle finger on the B string. Then we come back to this chord, which is going to be a full bar at the 4th fret, then your 5th fret on the B string, and then the pinky at the 7th fret on the high E string. And I roll those chords. I pick the low string, 6th string with my thumb, and then the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st strings, I just I, M, A, index, middle, and ring finger. So we have all together. I roll them. It's up to you which chords are rolled and which chords you just want to play straight. I just kind of do it, when I hear it, like I want to hear it, I do it. So I rolled it here, and then we have the 4th fret on the 3rd string, and then the 5th fret on the 2nd. It's already in the chord. And I'm doing that with my thumb, then my index finger. Then I shift back for the 3rd measure. My 3rd finger plays that 4th fret on the A, and my pinky plays the 5th fret on the high E string. Pick that with your thumb and your ring finger. Then the thumb comes and plays the 2nd fret, on the D string, and then the open high E. And then we're going to play full bar at the 2nd fret with your 3rd finger at the 4th fret on the D and your 2nd finger at the 3rd fret on the B string. So you're going to get the full bar in there so you can get that 2nd fret on the G string, and pick the same P, I, M, A fingerings, and then 5th fret on the A and then 2nd fret on the G. So far. Alright, keep that bar there. Just keep a full bar. You don't need it for this measure, but you're just gonna put your 4th finger, your 3rd finger at the 4th fret on the A string. Pick those 4 middle strings, and then pick the B string twice more. And then just move your 3rd finger over to the 4th fret on the D string, and play the low 6th string along with the D, G, and B strings. And then pick the 3rd fret on the B and then the 5th fret on the B. Now we come over to just picking the thumb on the 5th string, and you're going to have your 2nd finger at the 3rd fret on the B string. And you need to pick the 5th, 3rd, 1st, and 2nd strings. And then we have 4, 2, just both with the thumb. And then we're going to do this big E major. That's a low open E, 6th fret on the D, 4th fret on the G string, and 5th fret on the B string. I roll those notes. So anytime I have 4 notes there, I'm always playing P, I, M, A. Then the thumb on the low E again, and then grab that D note at the 7th fret on the G string. So we have. And then we start over, and these next 4 measures are exactly as the first 4 measures that we started with. And here we start deviating from that a bit. Full bar, you can do a partial bar actually if you want to, across the 2nd fret on the B, G, and the D strings. I was picking those with the P, I, M. Then the thumb grabs that 4, and then the middle finger gets that 5. Middle finger on my picking hand, that is. Then shift up to the 5th position. We have the 5th fret with your on the 2nd string, 7th fret on the G string, and then the 6th fret on the D string with a low E underneath it. Then put 7 down with your pinky on that 2nd string. Then move up to the 9th fret. You still get that E ringing, so it sounds fine. And then to the A bar, full A major bar chord again. Then pick the 5th string, then a 3rd, and then play the A major. Those 4 outside strings, the low string, and then the strings 1, 2, and 3, and then pick with your thumb 5th and 4th. Okay, back to this chord that we played earlier. Play the same way, and then follow with the 4 and 5 again. Then shift up here, where I play with my pinky on the 9th fret on the B string, 3rd finger at the G string, 9th fret, and then the 4th string on my 2nd finger, 9th fret. Play all 4 of those with those 3 notes with a low E string, and then 7 on the B string, and then come and grab that 9 again on the G, and then back to the A major bar chord. Hit the low E string and the G string together, and then pick the 5th string, and then with my 2nd finger, grab that 5, and then pick the chord again, and then play thumbs for the 5th to the 4th string. Down to the 2nd fret. So we have full bar at the 2nd fret with your 2nd finger at the 3rd fret on the B string. You're going to pick the 6th string and the 3 through 1 strings. Then pick 4 on the D, and then the high 5th fret on the high E string. Shift up to the 6th fret. We're playing the 6th fret here on the A, the pinky at the 8th fret on the G string, and then the 7th fret on both the B and the E. Hold this low E flat note here while you come up and grab 9 on the D, kind of a stretch here, and then 10 on the B string, and then resolve back down to that E major chord we played earlier. And then pick the D string and the G string. And then this chord right here, we have the 4th fret on the 6th string, 7th fret on the D, and 5th fret on the B. And then 4, 6 on the D. Then we go back to the beginning again. The first measure at least of it. Then we kind of vary it a little bit. So that right there is going to be 10th fret and on the A, 12th fret on the B, and then played 11 on the D and 9 on the G together twice. Let that top melody note ring out. And then you're going to hold basically, it's going to be an F sharp minor 7 chord. It's a bar at the 9th fret here with your 2nd finger at the 10th fret and you're on the B, and then your 3rd fret at the D string on the 11th fret. And you play the 2 outside strings together, then play the D and the G strings. Come down and grab, this is not a bar chord, so your 1st finger at the 6th string, 3rd fret on the D, 2nd fret on the G, and 3rd fret on the B string. Then pick that 3 on the D again, come over and grab the 3 on the A, grab 7 on the A, then 6 on the G, then 7 on the D, and 5 on the B. I know I'm going fast through this, but if you're following along the tab, it should be pretty self-explanatory. And then we have that same maneuver coming up that we did before in the same chord. And then this time we pick through the chord like that. Then we're back to the same chord we did earlier. The same maneuvers as earlier. You've seen all this before. Then we're starting back over here with the same as the first measure has always been. Of the A, and then the 5th string and the B string. Then come up here again, we're going to do another variation. 10th fret with your first finger, the A string, and the pinky is going to grab the 12 on the B string, I'm sorry. Play these 2 outside notes, and then play 11 on the D, and then 12 on the G. Let them all ring out. Then play an F sharp minor chord, not a minor 7, so your pinky's going to be down on that 11th fret on the G this time, instead of being up. Then lift it up and pick 11 on the D and 9 on the G. And then we have this big kind of spread out shape, 8th fret on the A string, 12th fret on the D, and then the 10th fret on both the G and the B strings. Little moving bass line here. 12th fret on the A, and then the B at the 9th fret on the D string. And then the same maneuver we did earlier. Now when we get to this A measure, that is the top 3 strings and then the low E string together. Then pick this 6th fret again, and grab the 7th fret on the high E string, and then do a big stretch chord, reach up and grab. You can pick up that 7 and grab that 9 at the top high E string. Then let go of the 9 and just pick across low 6th string, G string, E string, B string. Then shift up. We're starting to do a rubato now, so you're slowly slowing down. So that's going to be 10th fret on the low E string, 11 on, it's a full bar at the 10th fret, 11th fret on the G, and 10th fret on the B. Put those 3 notes together, which is P, I, M. Then P grabs the D on the 4th string, and then the A finger grabs the 10 on the high E, back down to 12 on the D, back to the high E string, and then grab the B string with your middle finger. That'll be the 10th fret there on the B string. Then we have a bar across the 7th fret with your pinky up at the top 10th fret on the high E string. And you're going to be playing the A string, G, and B, and high E strings. And then play 9 while holding the chord underneath it. Then the low E string with the 7th fret on the high E and the 9th fret on the B. And we're going to end it with an A major chord. Grab the 2 outside strings, then pick across 5, 4, 3, 4, and then picking the 6th fret, the 6th string, and the top 3 strings together. Okay, so that ending phrase here, that's going to be. Just make it as expressive as possible. Okay, so yeah, just follow along with it. You can see the fingerings I'm doing, but really the tab is what's going to get you through this. And this is just kind of showing you what fingerings I'm using in both hands, and just help you guide you through it a little bit. All right, so please go to guitarlessons365.com and let me know any other tunes you'd like to see, and I'll get to work on them. Thanks. Bye-bye.